2023 has been a real mixed bag if it comes to games. You have great releases like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, or the recent Spider-Man 2. But then you also have Overwatch 2's demise, or something like Redfall, or, even worse, the new Modern Warfare 3 campaign.
I think this is, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst Call of Duty campaign ever made.
Now this is not the main subject of the video because I'll get into something better later, but Modern Warfare has been on a decline. The campaign from Modern Warfare 2 was pretty alright, it was nowhere as great as old Call of Duty campaigns, but it did look great. But the new Modern Warfare campaign from Modern Warfare 3 feels like a kid was playing with Lego and just stopped playing. It doesn't really go anywhere and the dialogue feels like it's written by a child. Now, it would be fine if it was any other company, but it's one of the biggest gaming companies ever. But hey, at this point, what can we expect from Activision Blizzard? So, a lot of people who play FPS games are kind of burned out now. There is nothing really fun to play. I guess you can go back to Titanfall 2, which recently had its servers backed up again, but what do you do now as an FPS player? Well, a solution just come forward. Like the second coming of Christ, this beautiful game called The Finals. Now what is The Finals? The Finals is a 3v3 multiplayer game in which you have to get cash and bring it to an ATM and then upload it to your PayPal account. But that's a little bit simplified. I'll go into the details of this game, but this game is amazing. It feels amazing, it looks amazing, it sounds amazing, and there is so many different ways to play it. You can go from playing like Reinhardt to playing like Genji to playing like an average shooter. It is so insane how many options you have already, also in the customization, that this game should actually be considered for Game of the Year if it comes to multiplayer. It's obviously nowhere close as good as something like Baldur's Gate, so the multiplayer branch has certainly got a nice addition to it. But let's get into the game. What do you do? So you start off with your team somewhere in the map, and then you have to get what I call a cash cube. It doesn't really matter what team captures it, as long as any team captures it, you can steal it from each other. Then the goal is to get the cash cube, go to an ATM or the cash out, however you want to call it, and you just put it on the ATM and it'll just start sending money over to the team's PayPal account. However, that transfer can be interrupted by the enemy team. So that means if you're like 90% of the way of uploading it to your team's PayPal account, someone can go in last minute and transfer it to their account instead, and it will just continue on where it left off. This makes for some amazing plays. But there is a big catch. It's not just any FPS. Not only are the maps incredibly big, you can also wreck everything. You can go through ceilings, you can go through the floor, you can go through the wall, especially if you play the class heavy. There are so many options. There is so many options to do so much, and it is insane. It makes for some really cool plays like this one.
Oh, what happened?
I was like standing under it and I like dropped the thing down. And it's so amazing. There hasn't been a game like this in so long. A game that completely reinvents the FPS wheel. Of course you had Rainbow Six Siege, in which you could shoot through some walls and you could also break some walls, but it was never really that big, also because the map would be like one house or one building. But this game is so big scaled and it's so incredibly fun. Obviously it's still a multiplayer game, so you're still gonna run into that one teammate that doesn't do anything. Also, there have you know, there are a few weapons that still need a buff or a nerf, but the game is still in beta. It's still in testing, and you can play it right now, and maybe you can offer your feedback. It definitely needs it, but this game is amazing. What I really like about the game is what I'll get into now, and that's the classes. You have 3 classes. You have light, medium, and heavy. Very, very simple. It's also the 3 main body types of a human being. So, as a light classed character, what you can do, you know, the main appeal is to be fast. So you either go grappling hook sniper and you grapple up to the roofs and you start sniping people. The sniper is a little bit underpowered, so you might not want to do that. Or you can grab a sword and you can grab dash and you can dash around with a sword. There is so many incredible options. And then you have medium, in which you can either heal or you can...
Turrets!
I haven't really played medium that much because I'm a tank main. I really like melee, and medium is the only class that doesn't have any melee weapons, but you can go for a revolver, you can go for an AK-47, which is like the main weapon, and overall that's the kind of the support slash DPS character. And then you have obviously the heavy, in which you can choose for a light machine gun or a sledgehammer, which is by far my favorite. And it's so incredibly fun. There is so many options, there is so much to do. You can wreck everything, as I said before. It's also really fun in the way you can revive people. How you can like pick up their statue. When someone dies, they drop their statue, you can pick it up, take it somewhere, revive them there. And you can revive them at any time as long as they don't respawn. I think that's a great feature, to instantly revive someone. I think the game has incredible potential. It has only started out and it's already amazing, and you should definitely go play it. The classes are amazing, the gameplay overall is amazing, being able to wreck everything is incredible, and I think this might be my new favorite FPS game. Holy shit, this game is amazing. So, if you have not tried the finals out right now, you can go to Steam or you can go to whatever and you can request access for the playtest. Usually it instantly gets granted, otherwise maybe you'll have to wait a day. But it is amazing. It is really fun and I highly recommend this game. It's so fun, you should play it with your friends. If you have 2 other buddies, get them on, go play this game. Because it will definitely bring joy back to gaming, which we lost. Especially in 2023, there have been so many games that aren't even fun anymore. Overwatch has become this sad lump of Pixar animation. Valorant has been sad since the day of release, and I'll gladly die on that hill. Mortal Kombat 1 has kind of been a disappointment as well, so I really like this new fresh bit of air. So hey, go check out the game, and let me know if you like it. Also, look at this graph. Can you believe that 90% of you is not even subscribed? Come on, guys. You can do better than that. You can do way better. Just subscribe, join the family. I know you don't want to see my face. In that case, you can just like put me on the background while you play the finals. All right? Okay. Like, subscribe. You know the rules.